Hello again, this is David Flynn with Flynn Chiropractic. Today we're going to go over some footwear and different athletes that need different kinds of shoes. This is a big problem I run into a lot in my office. Basically, you want to buy a shoe that represents what sport you're doing. These days, wearing a running shoe for every activity from boot camp to CrossFit to garage training to working out with your trainer, running shoes aren't really designed for that. So this is where we want to kind of get into how do we prevent some injuries and how do we kind of keep those joints nice and healthy. One, the foot is the foundation for the rest of the body. So we want to make sure that whatever activity you're doing, the foot is stable and the foot is sound. So if we start off with CrossFit, working out with your trainer, going to the gym, lifting weights, just working out in your garage with some buddies, we want to get more of a court type shoe. All right, this is an actual tennis shoe. I know everybody in the South here, tennis shoe can mean a lot of things, but here we're talking about an actual tennis shoe. The reason why this is better is because it resists torsion like this. That's very good for when we're jumping around some boxes, going side to side, doing any kind of drills in the grass. So when we're kind of doing side to side movements, or we have a lot of weight coming down on our backs if you're squatting a lot or deadlifting a lot, we want the foot to be stable. In a running shoe, running shoes are designed just to go straight. They're not designed to go side to side. So sometimes they get real floppy this way and you can roll an ankle or just not support the joint in the right way and it can help wear out that joint a little faster. So if we're good with any side to side movements or jumping, we want to get more of this shoe. It's just much more stable. It'll give you a sound foot foundation, which translates up to the ankle, the knee, the hip, and the low back, and will have you much less prone to injury. We also see that it's pretty resistant this way. Okay, that's really important too for other things. When you are jumping around on your toes, it helps kind of absorb some of that impact from the jumping when you're kind of landing on your toes. Whereas landing on your toes on a running shoe, doing jumping jacks, jump rope, box jumps, this may not give you the protection you need. All right, so court shoe. All right, they have these at Racket and Jog. All right, you can find them, and these are kind of a real easy get, but that'll keep your foot a lot safer. As far as running goes, that's where an actual running shoe comes in, and that's where we want to focus on is what kind of running shoe you can use. I tell a lot of the long distance runners that I treat, always try to get more of a control shoe. A lot of people come in and they say, well, I went to the store, they fit me, and my arch is good, I don't need any kind of arch support. That's good when you're standing in a store. Running on flat pavement for a couple hours is a totally different story. So there are some muscles that help support the arch in the inside of the foot. When those muscles fatigue, as we run further and further, that arch can collapse and cause mechanical problems in the ankle, in the knee, in the hip, and cause some pain. So if you are a long distance runner training for 10K, 5K, half marathons, and marathons, I always recommend getting these shoes that have the different colored foam kind of in here. You can kind of see that's bright white foam, and then this gray foam is a little bit denser. You can kind of see it on the backside too. That way it just helps us. Naturally, as we fatigue, as we run more miles, these muscles are going to kind of get tired and the foot is going to start to collapse inward most of the time. Some people are genetically lucky and they don't have much of a problem with the feet. But most of us, we're sitting all day, we're trying to lose weight, we're a little heavier than we should be, or we haven't run very much, or we just have some mechanical problems with the foot. So that's most of us that are out there running. So that's why I say get this shoe with this little kind of gray foam in here, or a motion control shoe is what they call it. So a running shoe is actually for running, just going straight ahead. Now some of you runners do cross training in the gym and some other classes. That's where you would get a different shoe and use more of the court shoe to help stabilize your foot in that regard. Now a lot of people kind of just get shoes that are real flimsy like this. Okay, whether you're working out with a trainer, with a performance pro, I don't ever recommend these shoes. Okay, like I said, some people are genetically lucky, they can run barefoot marathons, but that is very rare. What we want to do is support the foot. Like I said, it's the foundation for the rest of the body. So what we want is a shoe that's going to help. You know, when I tell people, when you buy a shoe, twist it like this. It should be relatively hard to twist. I want to give you some support in that regard. This is not really helping anybody out. It looks good, it's comfortable when you're walking around a little bit, but when it comes to athletic performance, we need a performance shoe. And when I see people that come in with injuries, whether it's plantar fasciitis, sometimes they get those stone bruises on the heel. Sometimes there's Achilles tendon problems, knee problems, hip problems. A lot of times it's because they're wearing shoes that are just way too flimsy. And they look good, they're trendy, but this is not really what you want to work out in. Use it for walking around the house, the mall, strolling around the park, that's fine. But as far as getting athletically oriented and moving around, that's where you want to step up to an actual running shoe if you're a runner, and an actual court shoe or an official cross-training shoe if you're doing that kind of workout. All right, so I hope that clears this up a little bit about shoes. Like I said, a lot of these shoes, there's a lot of good guys in town. Graham Jones is a guy at Racket and Jog I send a lot of people to say, hey, get his take on it. He knows a lot about footwear and what's going to be the best shoe for you. If y'all have any questions for me, you're welcome to give me a call at the office here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.